Wilson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. The ball is loose. And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. He found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the seventh-year pro from your alma mater, Brock, the University of Washington. It's quarterback Jake Browning.
Kate, if there's an adjective to describe Jake Browning's career in the NFL, I think I'd have to say grit. He's been on practice squads. He's bounced around different teams and different systems. He waited a half-decade in this league, persevered before he got his shot, and he made the most of it. And people on Montlake will tell you, well, just like they said in Folsom when he was in high school in California, he may not throw it the farthest or the hardest, but he has such tremendous command of the football.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, again to Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Brown. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result, and now it's 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Browning from the gun. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On 2nd down, Warren. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Rodgers here from the gun. He lofts it, deep left. Brought in inside the 20. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
A 49-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st down throw by Rodgers. Escapes the sack. Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran
New
QBs
notification.
said, whatever you do, just
New
find
download
coaches.
update.
You will never go
Press the
broke.
PS button for
Take advantage.
details.
Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. And got his man, that's a Pittsburgh touchdown! The Steelers go up 6-0 here in the first. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown! Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals all set to go for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Play fake. Browning. finds Brown right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down throw. Here's Browning. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be second down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Second and 10 now. Browning finds the in route complete. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate, and we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
They motion the tight end over. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Throwing on third down, Browning. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
For the Bengals field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On return, here's Gainwell. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Rodgers here off the play action. And makes the grab downfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
It's a gain of 10.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Good coverage by Daxton Hill.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Again, Rodgers. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get 6 more on their early advantage. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11.
14, Bengals 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Bengals, then running back Chase Brown, getting set to begin another drive here. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. First and 10 now from the 30. Browning. Searches from the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Design bootleg here. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Browning. And it's caught. Chase has it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
And the Bengals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They go play fake with Browning. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. To the air, Browning. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Ryan Rico headed back out for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch.
The Steelers take over.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. He'll dump this one onto his running back, complete. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down.
Pittsburgh.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Steelers have played to an early lead. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Trying an inside give to Ward. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Rodgers. He's going deep. He's got it at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex, right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 18.
Bengals 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Samaje Perine on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Browning from the gun. A quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 39. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it downfield, it's Chase. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Short pass brought in. Still has some space inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
4 yards. That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Back to throw, Browning. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Throwing is Browning. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst, but that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This will be a 44-yard look. McPherson's kick is good, and that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. And the Bengals are too much. They take it down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Another try following the sack. It is cut left side. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers finds the in route complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming for Rodgers. Finds a man, right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing once again, Rodgers. And they get to him again. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Four guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Finds Chase on the slant. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 29. Right back to Chase. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Browning. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
3rd down, get to Brown. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson from the left hash, about 31 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. Doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. Juke the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second and 10 now. It's a screenplay to Warren. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Rodgers here from the gun. That one nabbed by Warren. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Steeler 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this 1st half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again following the sack. Completed over the middle. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Steelers looking at 3rd and 12. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's Skoranek, he's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun handoff to Warren. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengal still out there and being looked at now. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw is Rodgers. so he just throws it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go. They'll throw again, Rodgers. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers go up by 19. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bengal offense getting the football late in the first half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw. Here's Browning. Right side cut by Higgins. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Browning from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. To the air, Browning. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. On a return, this is P-Ryan. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting the half with a gift to Brown. Oh man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Browning. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
He has it on the QB sneak. He's loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck her at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Brown on the inside give. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Fits it through the middle. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
Wow, certainly found the
line.
weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now it's Browning. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here's Browning. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers have the football back just shy of the midfield stripe. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Rodgers here off the play action. He throws a bullet to the center. This is caught inside the 15. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
First down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
On 1st down, Warren running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Blitz coming for Rodgers. He brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
23-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. This makes it up to the 25. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play fake with Browning. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And now they face second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Second and 10 now. Browning. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
And the Steelers going for the dime look on third down. In the shotgun, here's Browning. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11, and it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Trying again following the sack. Looking for a target. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing third down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Here's Browning now. We're on him again, and he goes down again. And this drive has come to a screeching halt. 3 straight sacks. That brings up fourth down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Rodgers here from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, Rodgers. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. From the 46. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Steelers.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Has a lane inside the 35. And finally stopped at the 34. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Warren here from the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. He cashed his first attempt, his second now from 45. Boswell able to knock it through. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun. Oh, the football's loose. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Warren running between the tackles. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers keep running away with this. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Bengals 9. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, this is Piron. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Browning. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st down throw. Here's Browning. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
The Steelers go to a dime set. Must be thinking pass on this 3rd down. Couple additional DBs brought in. It's caught. Chase has it. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Working inside the red zone. Completed to his running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 16. He's going to tuck it and run. And they take this in for the score. The Bengals putting up points in a game decided. This distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals will trail by 25.
Bengals 16.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Again, this is Gainwell. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They stick with Gainwell. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Steeler 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
A give left side to Warren. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Warren. Has some space inside the 15. And he's finally hauled down at the 12.
The tackle made.
It It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down, Pittsburgh.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Warren once more. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers continue piling it on here in the 4th. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead.
Bengals 16.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, this is Piran. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Browning dumps it off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw, Browning. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Browning. He's got Gesicki complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals trying to do some window dressing. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Taken in by Chase, left side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
46-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, here's Browning. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They go with Warren on the run. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 4 coming up now. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.